if one day you woke up and found the sun had suddenly vanished? What would you do? And what would happen to Earth without the sun? Let's rewind 8 minutes 20 seconds. The sun has already vanished, but we're oblivious. Light takes 8 minutes 20 seconds to reach us. Gravitational waves, also moving at light speed, haven't arrived either. So even astronauts wouldn't notice a thing. You've just woken up like any other day and are strolling down the road. That golden disk in the sky, just the sun's afterimage. But in an instant, the sky is snuffed out, not gradually dimming, but as if someone slammed down the universe's master switch. Instant darkness, and the moon is gone. Without the sun, it has no light to reflect, but there is a silver lining. The stars blaze brighter than ever. That's the light from distant stars, with sunlight no longer scattering in the atmosphere. You get a 24-hour starry canopy. An hour later, the cold sets in, a deep cold that seeps into your bones. Earth used to absorb the sun's energy every second. Now, heat only radiates out into space. The atmosphere tries to trap what warmth is left. But the planet is like an unplugged heater. The temperature steadily falls. You go home and crank up the heat. But you know deep down, this house won't last, and it's not just the houses. Humanity itself is on a countdown. After 24 hours, the temperature plummets. The streets descend into pure chaos. You head to the supermarket to stock up, only to find the shelves are bare. Gas lines stretch as far as the eye can see. You realize one thing. Everyone is desperately scrounging for heat and light. But nothing in this world can replace our vanished star. A week later, the tropics drop below freezing. In all your life, you've never seen snow at the equator. Today you do. The tropics are below freezing. In all your life, you've never seen snow at the equator. Rainforest leaves are coated in frost. The African savanna is blanketed in white. In a world without photosynthesis, plants, it sank without a fight, smothered into a silent death. You followed the crowd to a mysterious construction site. Humanity pooled every available energy source. In the near future, they would build an underground city here. You glanced up at the sky. No moon, no afterglow. Only a dense blanket of stars, cold as splintered glass. A month later, across the entire planet, the sky became as featureless as the tunnels below. But you were denied the sky. The temperature fell to -30. The sea began to freeze, starting at the shore. The ice creeping further each day. The wind had stopped. No temperature difference, no wind. The entire atmospheric system, like an unplugged machine, ground to a halt. The surface became uninhabitable. You stood before the entrance to the underground city. One last moment. You turned for a final look at the surface. But the stark line, where the black sky met the white earth, filled you with a cold dread. A year later, driven by curiosity, you joined a scavenging team. Your mission, to scavenge the surface for supplies. The temperature outside had plummeted to -200. You saw pale blue snow falling from the sky. It was the atmosphere itself, frozen solid and raining down. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. The very components of the air drifted down layer upon layer, blanketing the ice, as if the earth were shrouding itself in frost. Another fruitless day, you returned to the underground city. Using geothermal heat and rationed nuclear power, a small community held out. You were building biospheres. Thick walls and massive boilers held back the cold. Artificial lights grew vegetables. Every meal was rationed down to the minute. You were starting to forget how sunlight felt on your skin. 5 years later, you'd grown accustomed to life underground. Daytime was the 8 hours the artificial lights were on. Night was the deep quiet after they switched off. Occasionally, someone in a hazard suit ventured back to the surface to scavenge. Today, a teammate hauled back a photograph of your old street. The street was entombed in solidified air, like an insect trapped in amber. You stared, lost in it, without saying a word. 10 years later, the silences between the cities grew longer. Not from dwindling numbers, but from the comm lines failing one by one. No one would or could fix them. You started telling the children about the sun. You told them it rose in the east every morning. Its light was warm on your face, and if you stared too long, it would hurt your eyes. The children are listening intently. But you can tell, as if listening to a myth. It hits you then. You're among the last ones here who have actually seen the sun. A century from now, you'll be gone. The surface is buried under kilometers. Thick shell of solid ice. The atmosphere has nearly all frozen solid. From space, our Ansa blue world is a dead white ball of ice. Indistinguishable from Pluto. Everything you built, cities, roads. But deep beneath the ocean, under kilometers of ice, one place remains. Here, the water is still scalding. Scalding fluids gush from fissures in the seafloor crust. It's teeming with tube worms, other worms, and countless microbes invisible to the eye. They need no sunlight, no oxygen. They survive on the faint heat from Earth's inner core. Its 6,000-degree heart. From its core, this faint heat is enough for their survival. They don't know the sun existed. They don't know. They have no idea it was ever there. What is daytime? And they have no idea that above the ice, a species called humans once lived, who built a civilization of staggering brilliance.